Welcome to Game Make Corp, a bi-weekly podcast where we reach into the Imagosphere and pull out the next great video game idea. I'm the CEO of Game Make Corp, Beckers.
And I'm the CEO of Game Make Corp, Bryce.
Last time, we made cake. How'd that do, Bryce?
You seem very confident about this. Like, you're just really... This is just coming so smooth.
I was born to be the lead. Also, I hear this so many times.
Is it sarcasm? Is it sarcasm every time that you hear it too? Because that's what I'm doing.
What?
So Cake was a video game that we made. And I'll be honest, 90% of people saw the video game with a big picture of cake on the cover, and they thought this was a game in which you made cake. And they were very confused when about the third level, they were stabbing their family members to find out if they were or were not cake. But I do think it is really going to revolutionize the baking industry with the lessons that they learned from this video game experience. So 6 out of 9 points for Gryffindor.
Nice.
Okay.
You should send us game ideas. Hell yeah, I didn't forget. You should send us game ideas so that we can do better in the future. You can send them to us on Twitter. If you just put an idea out there, you say like, what about a game where marshmallows are actually shaving cream, and then you hashtag it Game Make Corp, and maybe you'll do better than that, but I don't know. That'll be hard to top.
The bar, it's just set so high, no one will ever reach it.
Yeah, so we'll take that and we'll use it, and it'll be good. But, yep. Mm-hmm.
But, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I'm ready for a game.
Okay, well, I have one. It's not if marshmallows were shaving cream, but hopefully it'll get somewhere in that ballpark. Beckers, are you familiar with the Fall Guys video game series?
I am.
Are you familiar with the Fallout video game series?
I've heard of it. I'm a fake gamer. I play League, and that's it. Sorry.
And Fall Guys, and that's her.
And number. Among Us.
Are you familiar with the boy band Fallout Boy?
Yes, I too was once a preteen.
Well, I have decided to combine all of these words into a game because they share them. And we're going to make Fallout Guys. Now, here's what I'm thinking. Fallout the game, the series, is about a post-apocalyptic world in which they did the nukes and everything went real bad, but the people are still there because they went in a vault.
I did play Fallout Shelter, the mobile game, a lot.
Yes, that is the game that is made it famous. Honestly, that's...
Well, it was good.
Okay. I'm figuring this out as we're doing it. My first instinct was that, hey, you gotta avoid stuff in a post-apocalyptic world. But then I remembered that...
Through a song. It's a rhythm game.
No. Then I remembered that to get into a shelter in Fallout, you had to
sing a song.
You had to prove that you were good enough. You had to prove that you were the top dog of the land, and thus you deserve to not die in nuclear apocalypse. So what if you had to go through a series of challenges to make it into the vault in some sort of competition with roughly 60 players?
A battle of the bands.
And I want to make it... I'm going to say this now because Beckers is really focused on the rhythm aspect, and that's not how I'm incorporating that. I'm just suggesting that the soundtrack is Fall Out Boy. That every time you start the round, you hear going down, down in an earlier round. And maybe we're going down swinging.
All right.
That's what I was. All of the rounds, all of the modes are based around Fall Out Boy songs. Obstacle course is based around Fall Out Boy songs that will guarantee you access to the shelters in the video game series Fallout. Bam. Okay. I presented you a premise. How are you feeling?
I think that there is enough representation of Fall Guys and Fallout. I don't think there's enough representation of Fall Out Boys. Just being part of the soundtrack is not good enough.
You were ignoring my thing. You're right. You tuned out as soon as I said it was just a soundtrack. I'm saying that each round, each obstacle course theme deal is themed around a different Fall Out Boy song. So there will be we're going down in an earlier round where you gotta not fall down in an earlier round.
There's a lot of levels that I think could be added to Fall Guys. I think it should.
Okay.
This level with this soundtrack should just be like an ever shrinking platform.
Well, okay. Okay. Oh, but I do want the next line is, but baby, we're going down swinging. Can it be like a boxing ring where you're like punching each other to knock them into holes that are popping in around the world? I'm gonna Google Fall Out Boy songs.
That's what I was doing. I think that when they win, that Centuries song should play. The one where it says, "Remember me for centuries." That one.
Okay.
Because it's like triumphant. Okay, and then there's that dance song. I think we can make a level out of that.
Sure. It can that one can be the rhythm game.
How? This is what I wanted. It's all I ever wanted.
It's basically Simon Says, but it's real fast paced and you gotta like match the moves up.
Like all rhythm games.
Yep. But it's competitive. And
like all rhythm games.
But can we talk about the game or the round in which the lyrics go, "Where is your boy tonight? I hope he is a gentleman, and maybe he won't find out what I know, that you were the last good thing about this part of town." I want to make a round where everybody has to
go on a date.
Yes, where everybody is vying, where everybody's vying for the interest of a romantic partner on the other side of the map.
I was joking.
No, but I'm not. This is the game. When I wake up, I'm willing to take my chances on, I hope I forget that you hate him more than you notice. I wrote this. The lyrics of Fall Out Boy are hard to read. At least the early songs. Where is your boy tonight? I hope he is a gentleman. Maybe you have to find her boy. Ooh, oh, dude.
It ain't a scene. It's a damn arms race.
Okay. Oh, okay. I have it, Beckers. I have how this mode works.
Thanks for the memories, even though they weren't so great.
Let's talk about the Grand Theft Auto Where's Your Boy Tonight round. Okay, so it's a 2-part experience. You start off, everyone has to grab a present at the beginning of the round and take it to the other side of the map to give it to the fall character existing over there. First one who does that becomes her man. And then he grows to be a boss-like character, and his goal is to just smash all of the other characters. If he can do that, then he wins. Otherwise, if everybody else stops him, then they win and they move on. It's a 2-part.
What about the Uma Thurman level?
Tell me about the Uma Thurman level.
Uma Thurman. I don't know how we make this into a level.
I've never heard this song, and
you haven't?
No, I'm looking at a different song. I'm segueing into a different song. I've never heard this song. It's called "Hold Me Tight or Don't," but based on the Fall Guys video game, I feel like this would be perfect. Maybe it could be a thing where you have to grab another player and walk through the obstacle course with them.
Yes! Like a 3-legged race.
Yes. But you all have to it'll be great for people who play in single player because it's like, oh, who do I grab? Who am I joining with on this? Great.
The makeup in this video is mesmerizing. So anyways, I think we're tapped out.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like we have fully formed this greatness, and it would be rude to not let it exist in its perfectness. So I
think it's a perfect amalgamation.
Good job.
Of those 3 concepts.
Well, I would say it's a good amalgamation of Fall Guys and Fallout Boy. Not so much Fallout, but
because you're right. Fallout is now barely in it.
Yeah,
everyone's dressed in Fallout suits.
Sure,
done. Easy. Next,
you get different Fallout skins. Yeah. Next, let me hear what you got. Will it top? What if marshmallows with shaving cream?
Yes. Easily, because this is another Becker's original. So here it comes.
We need to make that a sound effect. Becker's original.
Except we'd play it twice every episode. Because only sometimes do I use a different idea, like 1 in every 3 episodes. All right, anyway. All right. So, the thing that you see on TV shows and stuff where construction workers will catcall people walking by while they're doing their construction work?
Yes.
I want the reverse of this, right?
Mm-hmm.
Where you walk by and the construction worker is jackhammering something or another, and you just put oh, you missed a spot. And that's what this game is about.
So
it's called construction criticism.
You think that's how catcalling works? Is that you're walking by a construction site, they're you got something on your lip?
No, it's just it's opposite in the sense that in multiple senses.
Yelling at them.
You're yelling at them, and also you're criticizing them instead of.
The catcallers say that you're a cutie, but in a gross way. Yeah.
So you can say that they're, not doing very well at their job in a clean way.
Okay.
You didn't let that caulk dry.
Wow. That's a close pronunciation.
What do you mean?
Caulk.
That's how you say it.
Yeah.
Caulk.
You're scared now, aren't you? You're I'm gonna say the wrong one.
They sound the same. They're pronounced the same.
You'll often get them mixed up. Wait, you wanted cog? Oh no.
There wasn't much to this game.
I mean, I feel like we got the meat out of it already with
we hit my 2 main points, and that was construction criticism and cock.
Why is that funny?
It's not. not funny. Stop laughing.
Okay.
Uh,
So
yeah, you can go ahead if you want.
do you actually want to explore this game idea?
I mean, if you have more ideas.
Okay.
I'm ready.
Are you a single human being or
Sure.
are you controlling like multiple characters who have to say different? It probably does work better if you are one person. Are you hoping to criticize a single person to working really good and doing real good, or are you going to criticize the entire operation?
The entire operation.
Okay.
I would think everybody you see who's not doing their 100% best work, just be like, bro, you suck. And you're definitely just a bystander walking by.
Yeah, I do. Okay. So are you then going to be circling the construction, or do you have to go to work? Do you have other things on your plate? Maybe you have a list of tasks that you need to complete on your own, but at the same time, you do want to keep an eye on this construction so that you're like, okay, I'm going to go do my laundry. I'm going to go run by the construction place on my way to the laundry. And then on my way back, when I'm going to pick up a ham sandwich, because I have to also do that, then I can also tell Billy that he does not know how to use pliers. But I have to shout it in a way that he understands, because you only have like a brief. You're not allowed to stop.
That grip is all wrong.
Yeah, you can't just be like, your pliers, it was bad. You have to like explain quickly how he can fix his pliering. That's the wrong cock.
I was gonna say your grip on that cock is all wrong.
Yours would have been better. You should have done yours.
I was giggling at it. I'm sorry, I just got that one joke on my mind.
Any other iterations you would hit before we move on?
There's gotta be more dirty construction jokes than that, right?
You gonna Google dirty construction jokes?
No.
You know we can hear you typing.
No. I'm not doing that.
Oh my god, Beckers. I Googled jokes about caulk. And there's the 12 best jokes about the 12 best caulk jokes, the 5+ best caulk jokes. There are pages dedicated to caulk jokes.
All right.
Why did Mario get fired from being a plumber? He
wasn't very good with his cock.
No, he never put his caulk away.
Ew.
Okay, I would say like 3 of these are good. People really need to up their caulk game.
Oh no, that one's too bad. I can't even say that. I can't. Let's get out of here.
Okay, then we should get into the investor zone. Fancy sounds. Phew, phew. Hello, investor. Welcome to the investor meeting. If you're not an investor, you were not invited to the investor meeting, but you can purchase your ticket to the investor meeting at patreon.com/lastgeek and provide $5, and then you'll get your ticket in the form of an email saying thank you for supporting Last Geek. Hey, Aaron, stocks are up and caulk is good. That's your investor update. Thanks for coming. We appreciate what you do. A game where you play a ghost hunter who tries to say flirty things to get the ghost to talk to you. I was watching a scary movie. I was watching a movie in which...
Paranormal Activity?
No, I don't remember. It was like a indie weird movie where like the dude was a ghost hunter. He like seemed to believe in ghosts and like, I think at this point in the movie, like, he literally saw the ghost and we're like, yep, this is the ghost. But he was just like talking to the air of like, hey, what's up? Like, what? Hey, you don't want to come out and see me? Like, he was saying like kind of like flirty stuff. And it's like, what? Are you trying to seduce the ghost so that you can get it on your ghost finding video?
How do you even know that the ghost is into you? Like,
Exactly. And this is why you have to figure out how to...
what if the ghost literally climbs into you and possesses you?
Maybe...
And then you could be like, I knew you were into me.
I was trying to figure out if that's the goal or if that's the risk. Is that something that we want them to do?
If you make the ghost too into you, then he'll possess you.
Yeah.
You got to walk a fine line. You got to play a little hard to get, but you got to keep their interest.
Yes. So you have to figure out what this ghost would be into. Maybe you set out a nice picnic basket so that the ghost will sit down and have a picnic with you. Or
Is
maybe
the ghost Yogi Bear?
Maybe. We're working on some partnerships. I didn't want to spoil anything, but
I think when you first arrive, you don't know anything about the ghost.
Yes.
So there's a whole bunch of stuff you could try. You could lay out a picnic in case it's Yogi Bear.
Okay.
You can.
I think you
could do a sexy dance in case it's a ghost that would be attracted to you.
I think you know what house you're in, so you can try and make some
Hufflepuff.
You are not Hufflepuff.
Yes, I am.
I do not. I swear to God, every Game A Corp listener needs to tweet at Game A Corp and tell us what house you think Becker's is in.
Listen, just because I'm mean to Bryce doesn't mean I'm not nice to everyone else.
So I think you know what house you're in, so that if it's like an old-timey house, you're like, okay, I don't think I'm going to play the hit 90s song, Where Is Your Boy Tonight, from the 2000s.
Please, no.
To seduce them.
It's definitely not a 90s song.
I was going to say the hit 90s song, but then I was like, I don't know any 90s songs, so I'm going to call back to Fall Out Boy, which was a different time period.
Cock.
Great.
I too did a callback.
Good. Perfect.
Cock back. You can attract the ghost by showing him how well you can cock.
Maybe you have to dress as a sexy plumber and show them your cock. Mine was better.
Yeah, you won this one.
So it's all about like figuring out what the ghost is into, and I think you do have all of the normal ghostly searching materials like the spectrograph. You have the like the tape, the old-timey tape recorder, because that's how you record, because digital doesn't work. You have the thing that they wave around, and are like, I sense their presence over there.
That's called a wand.
Yep, you wave your wand around.
That's why it's important to know what house you are.
Yep. And so you're kind of like trying different things, and you're trying to, based on like how much activity you're getting from the ghosts.
I think you're trying different things and you're smoking funny things.
I'm glad that Becker's is always on the same page with me when we're trying to do cooperative improv together.
Something, something by the lake to our favorite song.
Is that a 90s song?
No.
Damn it.
Right?
Becker's doesn't know.
It's older than that.
Who knows? So you're basically just trying to like use the ghost detecting abilities to see if you can lure out the ghost by being what they're into. Maybe you dress in a...
Oh my God.
Is it?
No.
What?
It's not a 90s song.
What is it?
Really? That came out in 2007.
Really? I
I swear to God, I've been hearing that my entire life. I thought...
Beckers was born in 2007.
Huh.
I'm kind of floundering here because my cooperative partner did just start singing a song from 2007, so I am going to pass the baton to her for her to
That's fine,
do
because
her.
I've been waiting for this game all along. So I've been playing a lot of Among Us lately, right?
Yep.
And for those of us living under a rock, it's a social deduction game, kind of like One Night Ultimate Werewolf or Mafia or Secret Hitler or any of those, right? But it's a video game that you play on the internet, and I was not paid to advertise it.
Hashtag not ad.
Hashtag not an ad.
Unless.
Basically, there's a whole ship full of crewmates, and somebody in the crew is an imposter.
Pirate ship?
And they all look like crewmates, and the imposter runs around killing crewmates, and the crewmates try and figure out who the imposter is while also completing all the tasks that they have to do to keep the ship running, right?
Mm-hmm.
Basic idea. So I'm ready for a spin-off.
Yes. Is it a pirate ship?
No.
Damn it.
It's gonna be a house.
Mm-hmm.
With roommates.
Okay.
And you have to figure out which one of them isn't flushing the toilet.
Okay.
Right. So normally, in Among Us, when you find a dead body, you report it or whatever. This time, when you find a full toilet, you report it.
Okay, so to be clear, everybody starts the round, and one of you is the
Pooper.
pooper. I mean, I would assume you're all poopers, but one of them is the Poopetrator.
Poopetrator.
and then when he uses the bathroom, he doesn't flush.
Yes, and he leaves it for somebody else to
Yes.
find.
Yes.
And there's going to be multiple bathrooms, and everybody's going to have to go to the bathroom sometimes, but some people will flush and one or two people will not, and those will be the bad guys, the Poopetrators.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to call this game Dung Among Us. I don't know, I'm trying. Bro,
Poopetrator's better.
that's the name of the imposter. Instead of an imposter, it's a Poopetrator. Instead of a crewmate, it's a roommate. A Poopetrator, a roommate, and instead of Among Us, it should be...
Are you telling me that if you saw two games on the Walmart
Fine,
video game shelf...
Poopetrator. It can be Poopetrator.
Okay.
That was a good idea, Bryce. You have good ideas. I'm a Hufflepuff. Okay, so the Poopetrator. So you have to be careful. You have to poop when no one else is around.
Okay, I want to, like, obviously the goal of the Poopetrator is to fill all the toilets without getting found out, correct?
Yeah. And people get voted out of the house.
Okay.
And once they're voted out of the house, they can't come back, but you do find out if they were the Poopetrator or not.
I'm more interested in what is everybody else doing while this person is trying to poop in all the toilets. Because, okay, here's the...
Cleaning the house.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense.
Which is why everyone's so mad he keeps leaving poop in the toilet.
Yeah.
Because the longer it sits there, the more likely it is to stain.
I think there's a big deal of, like... Because if there's only so many toilets, when you're first starting, it's like, well, I've got all the options. They can't cover them all. Once you get down to that last toilet, then it's like, they'll just watch it. But if they've got their own stuff to do, I assume there's a time limit. Like, oh, there's a countdown to a party. There's a countdown to
Yeah.
So everybody's trying to get the house cleaned. If they can't get the house cleaned and get rid of the Poopetrator before the party, then they'll be embarrassed.
And that would be just the worst.
The worst.
You would lose if you were embarrassed like that. Because right now, there's dog hair everywhere. One of the cats puked on the carpet. No, just me.
I was like, are you just describing your life right now?
I have to clean the carpet somewhere, like every day. Usually from cat puke or hairball or something.
Good to know.
Mm-hmm. That's why we have a big industrial carpet cleaner. It's actually thebomb.com.
Okay, so can the Poopetrator do anything? Okay. I'm trying to think if the Poopetrator can do anything to prevent them from, like, just completing all their tasks before he can, like, throw them off the trail, because obviously they won't want to just sit at all the bathrooms and stop them from doing it. Though I will say, randomly while they were cleaning, they will get a, like, oh, you have to pee, you have to use the bathroom thing, thus making it so if anybody goes to the bathroom, it won't be super suspicious. And also, this will give them a way to discover it.
I think the Poopetrator, he's got to have ways. It can't just be, like, staining the toilets is his goal, right?
Yes.
But it can't just be that. He's got to be able to mess the other people up somehow.
Yes.
Because otherwise they can just kind of take turns babysitting the bathroom, right?
Yes.
So he's got to do something that makes the roommates stop doing their tasks and handle something else. So I think that there should be sort of like, okay, it's got to be like the sabotages in Among Us, right? We got to do something like that. I think you can clog some kind of sinks or toilets so that the water starts filling up.
Mm-hmm.
And the longer they leave it, the more of a mess it makes. So they have to go address it as soon as possible. Otherwise, it'll take them longer to clean up the mess it makes.
Yeah.
Because there'll be...
I mean, there's obviously, like, filling overflowing the toilets, or overflowing the sinks or whatever. Like, the toilets is his ultimate goal. You could cut off the power, which that's the thing you can do in Among Us. And that's obviously...
And go take a dookie.
Yep.
I think there's going to be like 2 levels to this house, upstairs and downstairs. That's going to be cool.
Yes. A basement? I feel like there needs to be a basement, and that's where you would have things like the like electricity box, and
there'll be a bathroom on every level.
For sure.
Including the basement, which is weird, but we're going with it.
I've seen basement bathrooms.
So have I.
Yeah.
But they were creepy. I'm just having flashbacks to my college days.
How many people live in this house?
That toilet was stained. I don't know. How many people live in this house?
I don't know. You've played Among Us. How many people play in that house?
You can play with 4 to 10 people. Playing with 4 sucks.
So 6 to 8?
Sure.
What do you think? What do you think is the perfect amount to have a Poopetrator? Okay, so this begs.
How many Poopetrators do you want?
Well, I think how many Poopetrators you want is going to come to how many bathrooms do you have?
Different maps with different amounts of bathrooms, right? So the
For
first
sure.
map.
Which I think will be great, would be a cool thing because...
Which, I mean, it makes sense because you want a bigger house if you have more roommates.
Yeah, and I also like the idea of maybe the map gets randomized every time so that both the people have to be like, go clean the kitchen. You have to go find the kitchen. And so then you would be like, oh, I was in the bathroom because I thought this was the kitchen. That can be the Poopetrator's excuse if he gets caught in the bathroom too much or something.
I smelled something delicious coming from here.
It was poop.
It was poop. I think think that's actually a good idea. You're on a roll today, Bryce. Good job, buddy.
Wow.
Good job, buddy. I think the map should be randomized. And I think that's really good, yeah.
Okay.
Because, like, in Among Us, the imposter can teleport around through the vents. I really don't think that applies to our regular household scenario. So I don't think we can do that.
What, you don't just have vents you can teleport through in your house when you poop? When you need to poop and fill the toilet real big? You don't go through the...
Don't use those words. Also, I don't poop.
I just had like... Oh my god. Okay.
That's me.
What if players had like smells, like they could sense smells that they need to deal with, so a way that you could throw them off would be to poop in the vents, and they have to figure out where the smell is coming from.
Yes. I want to say, I think the Poopetrator has like IBS or something, and he's got to poop more than everybody else.
Oh, for sure. Poopetrator can poop whenever he wants. And maybe he has to poop. So like he can poop whenever he wants, but he also has to poop every so often, so that he's also on a time limit.
About twice as much as everyone else.
Yes.
So like every other poop, he wants to sabotage something so he can get away to poop in secret.
But
because he can only be caught pooping some of the time.
Yeah, I do think that like your goal is to fill all the toilets, but you can poop anywhere. You could poop in the kitchen. That would be like a who was in the kitchen, but that could be a way that you could like throw people off. Of like, oh, I just saw Jimmy in the kitchen. That's interesting. Also, I just found this poop in the kitchen. Weird. Huh.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I've never played Among Us, but I'm a master at making a game that's...
You're actually doing, like, that's about how it goes.
Yeah, I've seen it play it. I just haven't played it myself. I imagine it. Wait, did people often go, hey, I saw Jimmy pooping?
Yes.
Okay. Do we have anything else to say about...
We need a few more sabotages. So we've got, like, lights filling up plumbing so that it overflows. Pooping in the vents.
Pooping anywhere.
Pooping anywhere, really.
Because, that's a way to, like, trick people, but also they do have to clean up that poop.
But you don't have to poop again. I think you have to wait at least a little bit between poops. But I think your poops are, like, way, way more often still.
Yeah, probably. Like, I don't want them just leaving a trail of poop all through it.
You have a window to go relieve your poop.
Yeah.
Before it just drops out of you.
Yep.
Wherever you're at.
If you are a non-poopetrator, what if it, so you have the, like, you need to use the bathroom meter as a normal roommate, but what if you don't poop in time, use the bathroom in time, then that makes you join the Poopetrator team? What do you think of that?
I don't think so, because I think if you're gonna vote off the Poopetrator, if everyone switches over to Poopetrator, I think it would be hard for the roommates to win.
Yeah, that would be interesting.
Like, you just switch over at the start, and then you're gonna win because now you're outnumbered.
Everybody's a Poopetrator now.
I would want to be the Poopetrator. Sounds great. Maybe another sabotage would be you let a goat into the house. And someone has to catch it, and you can also blame the goat for any poops on the floor.
I'm wondering if there's a way that, like, maybe you could call people to try and get, like, people to come to the house sooner, moving up the clock. Like, invite people, like, hey, you guys should come over sooner, and trying to give them less time to clean the house.
Yeah, and I think it's got, like, a 20% success rate or something like that. Like, if you make the call, someone might accept coming over a little bit earlier, but it may or may not work.
Yeah.
So, like, you couldn't probably win just by doing that, but it could definitely make them more focused on their cleaning.
But it also gives
rather
you
than watching the potties.
Yeah, it gives them another opportunity. Like it gives the Poopetrator more ways that they can sabotage them. But also, like, if the clock just went down and someone saw you on the phone, well, they're gonna go like, well, he's the Poopetrator.
Yeah,
He just Poopetrate us.
he just betrayed. I actually want to play this game. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna write.
I mean, to be fair, this Among Us, but there's also pooping.
There's pooping. It's basically just a themed Among Us.
Yep.
Yeah, poop themed.
Yep. Everybody loves those.
That's my brand.
I thought it was bears.
Literally, this game's already a success, so we should just pick this one because we know it was a success already.
See, like Fallout guys, I feel like we did some great stuff with.
It could have been good,
but
I don't think it
we
was.
explored this actually quite a bit. That I think that we actually did a really good one here.
Poopetrator.
I hate letting you win, but I think Poopetrator wins. Backers, where can people enjoy content that isn't this from us?
Dr. Beckers with a Z on Twitter. Dr. Beckers with an S on Twitch. That's how it'd be.
Any other place?
No.
I was saying other content we make.
Oh, I see. He wants me to advertise our D&D podcast.
Yes.
It's a good one. It's called Dungeons and Gamers. You can find it on some place. Would you just tell him?
We're doing a D&D podcast. It's got 3 episodes right now as of this coming out.
It'll have more.
It will have more as we record them very irregularly, unless we fall in love with it and try and do it more, but I won't guarantee any of these statements.
It's a lot of people involved.
There's quite a few, but me and Beckers are at least 2 of them, and so is our video editor and other cool people.
And I'm a bear.
She plays a black bear. We haven't found out if she shits in the woods or not.
I already said I don't, because I don't even have a butthole.
I mean, to be fair, you didn't say that on the podcast. That was off camera conversation.
Well, Bryce, you know that. He knows I don't poop.
But it's called Dungeons and Gamers. It's available on all podcast services. Just search the words Dungeons and Gamers. Or you can go to youtube.com/lastgeek to find the video version. And you can go to twitter.com/dungeonsgamers, all one word, no end in the middle, if you want to see cool tweets and pictures of the characters and other cool stuff. I think it's going to be a hit, and you should help support it right now so that it'll launch into the stratosphere sooner. You can follow me at Twitter at LastGeek. You can follow me at Twitch at LastGeekPlays. And youtube.com/LastGeek. Instagram.com/LastGeekPlays. Sometimes I post cool clips of this podcast. Sometimes I post cool clips of other podcasts. Maybe I'll put a cool picture of Beckers in a cosplay. Because she doesn't post on her own Dr. Becker's Instagram account.
You're right.
I think that's all the statements I have for you today. Thank you for listening. And remember, have fun.